We're on paragraph 31 and we're on chapter 9 of Philosophy of Freedom. So let's get started. Those who defend general moral standards might reply to these arguments that if everyone strives to live his own life and do what he pleases, there can be no distinction between a good deed and a crime. Every corrupt impulse that lies within me has as good a claim to express itself as has the intention of serving the general good. What determines me as a moral being cannot be the mere fact of my having conceived the idea of an action, but whether I judge it to be good or evil. Only in the former case should I carry it out. And paragraph 31 is summarized as follows. It has been argued that if people follow their own desires and ignore moral standards, much evil will be done. However, what determines one as a moral being is not just the fact I conceive an idea, but whether I judge it to be good or evil, and only in the former should I carry it out. So this paragraph basically is just stating that what determines you as a moral being is whether you have an idea and you can identify it as good or evil. I mean, I have all sorts of ideas. Some of them are not good and some of them are evil. Like I'm sure many of you have ideas about something, and sometimes you want to hurt people, you have an idea to hurt people, or you have an idea to help people, but at least you can recognize that hurting people is not right and that's unethical. And so that is what distinguishes you as a moral being. And so I feel that's what Steiner is saying in this paragraph. As I mentioned earlier, paragraphs 29 and 31, Steiner covers the idea of why general standards are not the highest level of morality, as many people argue. And it's not true that general standards have their place in the world, but it is not the highest level of morality. Because it basically denies human freedom unless people gain insight into why we have moral standards. And so that's what he's been arguing in these past 3 paragraphs, is that it's good to follow moral standards, but it doesn't make you a moral being, because to Steiner, a true moral being is a free being and who acts in freedom. And that means understanding why we have standards. Standards, again, are not unethical. It's just gaining insight is what it helps one progress to the next level of morality. So we're going to move on to paragraph 32.